Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for the sign of Aquarius for February 2018. Happy birthday, Aquarius. I hope the January Aquariuses have had a great birthday. Now waiting on the February Aquariuses. Okay. Energy around your situation, is the Empress. So it's all about structure, discipline, getting to where you want to go, not giving in, keeping your eye on the prize. It can be a bit of a control issue too. This Emperor could be, you know, he is the father. So I always interpret that as what did we really learn from our fathers? Usually discipline, structure, and, you know, just get on with it. If you want it, you're going to have to work hard for it. That's classic father sort of energy, I guess, over the years. It may have changed a bit, but, you know, still the father is that, he is the icon of hard work and discipline, structure. Okay, Aquarius, this is where you are right now. Expect the unexpected, Knight of Swords. So whatever's come in, whatever's been, if it's been a disruptive energy, it's kind of, yeah, shaking things up a bit, the old Knight of Swords. He comes in very quickly. He's a fellow air sign, Gemini type of energy. So, yeah, if something's just suddenly landed in your lap and you think, oh, my God, how am I going to deal with this? What is this disruption? What is this person? Who is this person? Just go back to the Emperor and use structure and discipline to deal with this issue of the Knight of Swords. What has created this to happen or crosses it and crosses the whole reading is the Wheel of Fortune. So amazing, beautiful expansion, growth, opportunities coming in. Now, this applies if you've really been putting in the hard yards. But if you've been sitting there waiting for somebody to come and present it to you, you know that you probably will miss. It's the culmination of that hard work to get to where you want to be. Very much a good card to have as a crossing card, Aquarius. So knowing you guys, you've probably had, you're very mentally attuned and strong, so you've probably had this idea brewing away for a while. Let's have a look at the background. And we've got the Four of Cups. So yeah, recent past or a culmination of the last few months, yeah, feeling a bit like, oh my God, this is drab, it's boring, I'm not getting any joy out of my emotional life at the moment, it's all fallen a bit flat, and all the time thinking, well, I should be really grateful I've got everything, but there's something missing emotionally. So maybe that could be that just that you were, you know, putting everything on one thing. But hopefully working hard and just getting on with it. This is an emotional card. So, well, you know, interesting things coming up with the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe your fortunes are changing for the better, Aquarius. Recent influences, we have had the Four of Swords again. This has been with the Scorpios had this one as well. So yeah, just take a step back. Don't be, you know, observe from the sidelines. Don't be, you know, just let things unfold how they meant to. Don't try and interfere with it, or just take a step back. See what's going on. Be disciplined and structured about how you're going about things this month for February, Aquarius. There's always things at work behind the scenes. The lesson is Five of Rods. So keep focus at all costs this month for February, Aquarius. There's a lot of destructive energy coming around. You might be distracted from getting to your goal, but as long as you keep that focus and the discipline and the structure, you'll be fine. This is just another one of those little speed humps that we have to learn. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Keep your eye on the prize. Near future, we have the King of Wands or the King of Rods, and we have movement and big time movement with this guy. He comes there. He's got a very attuned to where he wants to go. He's very sort of got the energy, he's got the foresight, he's got the vision more or less too. I call him the travelling king, so it's often about moving around, travelling. He comes in with ideas, goes out, comes in, goes out. He's very much a mover and shaker. So that energy is definitely coming in for you. It's more of a Sagittarius fire energy, so, you know, just stand back for a bit because things are going to start moving quite quickly once we get into February proper, Aquarius. So just stand back and watch. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising. Yeah, there's a bit of a tricky energy around with the Seven of Swords. Bit of a deceptive energy too with this King, you know, quite linked to the King of Wands. So just watch it too, and watch yourself as well. Don't try and just be, what's that word? Just try and be receptive to it. Watch it. Don't sort of jump in there, you know, but even with yourself as well, don't sabotage your own self. Just see what has to be said first. Can be a tricky energy, but it also can relate to us and the way we see things, the Seven of Swords. Maybe we're sort of being deceptive to ourselves. How others see you. Well, very much, you know, new ideas coming through, looking for new things, studying, improving on yourself, adding value to your life with the Page of Pentacles. It's very good. As long as you stay focused, those Aquarius, it's all good. You just keep your eye on that. That's how other people see you. So they see you as, you know, getting on with things. New things coming in, always ready for the new. That's Aquarius. They're very much the inventors. They're very much out on a limb compared to the other signs in terms of getting things done and being really unique. So, you know, with that Seven of Swords, believe in yourself, trust yourself and go with your new things. Just keep the focus, the structure and the discipline, Aquarius. Positive feelings, yeah, there's a lot going on for you, Aquarius, but that's nothing new with you people. Your mind is very acutely aware of all these different elements that you'd like to do. You've got a lot happening. You've maybe got kids back at school. You've got all sorts of things. So just take a step back as well. Don't go too fast, too quickly. You know, you need to rest a bit too. You've got a lot on your plate, an awful lot. So just remember, keep the focus to one thing. Keep your eye on one prize. Don't burn yourself out. Future outcome, ongoing success and victory. So yeah, things moving forward well. So there's no need, you need to take a bit of a breather too, but there's no need overall by the end of the month to be worried about anything. It's going really well. It actually is. It's that structured discipline sort of story all over again that we had with the Emperor, and that's why he's come in to say, well, you know, if you just keep doing that, you'll be fine. Nice way to finish the month. I'm just going to put clarification cards on the good old Seven of Swords, because he's always a tricky energy. Whether it be others or ourselves, we can always fool ourselves easily. And on the Ten of Wands, because why do you need to slow down a bit? Why do you need to take that breather? Okay, so underneath the Seven of Swords, in the position of what you weren't realising we have, Three of Pentacles, well, you know, growth. Moving on up. Spiritual learning as well too. So spiritual learning about, you know, don't sabotage things in your mind. Just stand back and watch. You know, try and be sort of just watching and not really expecting one outcome or the other, but just being mindful of, you know, your own mind sort of talking you into something. You're learning things, you're moving on, you're going from apprentice to a master. So, you know, go with that. Focus. Let's have a look at what's underneath the Ten of Wands with positive feeling. We have yeah, feeling a bit left out of things, but once again, you know, that's not going to be forever. You need to take a breather. You can't be in on everything all the time, Aquarius. I know you'd like to be, wouldn't we all? But sometimes you've got to just step back and see how everything falls into place without sort of always being on high alert for the outcome. Because there's always a lesson in it for us all. Now your clarification card, Aquarius, I really hope that you can manage that in February. I'm sure you can. Just that focus is needed on your goal. Don't worry about the rest of it. Just go with the flow. Keep the focus. Opportunities coming. So your lesson and your clarification card is unconditional love. To love means to cherish, to be compassionate, to be of service, to be tolerant, and to be wise. It's a free-flowing positive energy. You can only feel this love by expressing it. The more you'll give your love unconditionally, the more your heart is able to connect with this pure, nurturing, universal force. Love is the true essence that sustains lives. So lovely card, and we forget about that too. Just, yeah, step back and go, yeah, well, look, I want everyone to do well. I'll just practice that unconditional love, and just, rather than, you know, the negative of that isn't nice, and it's better to sort of be optimistic and focus. Aquarius, I hope that that has resonated with you all. I know that some it won't, but, you know, hopefully you can take something away from it. There's spiritual learning, there's learning to sort of quiet the mind, and there's learning focus. So, but ongoing success anyway. So have a great birthday month, and we'll talk in March.